So in this vegan debate between Vegan Gains and Behring, it's been going on for a couple months now. Behring has made another video. That's not him, by the way. This is a 26-minute video, and Behring's not in it at all. That's some easy money there. This is the doctor, DoctorRandomercam. Here's his channel. He's also Dark Cheese on Twitter, another cartoon avatar. And over on Twitter, there's this picture there. I'm doing something with puppets. So I'm going to go out on a limb and assume he's not a real doctor. So let's just call him Doc. So Doc makes some pretty good points here. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, and I'll just cover the first third of this video. Here's his first good point.
We can go up to 10 billion humans if you like, or we can go back down to 1 billion. Which do you think will make it easier for us to ethically source our farmed goods?
So he makes a great point, that the amount of people on the planet is one of the sources of the problem here with factory farms. We only needed factory farms starting in the 50s, and that's because of so many people. And there's this fact that there's so many people that started eating more meat, and it's partly because of factory farms. It was a business plan, and it worked. This does not go unnoticed to vegans. I was watching the news yesterday. I was thinking about reduction of population would be nice. But how's that going to happen? You know, the world's been really bad for a long time, but that hasn't stopped people from over-reproducing. I just realized a flaw in his argument there. Even if we did reduce the population, right now human beings are eating more meat. The amount is increasing per person. And meat companies, especially fast food companies, are now targeting Asia, going over there, starting more businesses and factory farms there, and getting those people addicted to meat. And so the problem's not going to go away there either. He's saying that our solution isn't going, it's not working. We agree with that. This is not working. I see a lot of vegans just quitting and giving up. Popular vegan Gary Yourofsky just called it quits. And you see a lot of vegans just quitting YouTube. Moving on to his next point. What he's about to say next was just after he talked about reducing the population, getting rid of factory farms, and raising animals in a really natural way, completely ethical. Let's say that happens, which is not going to happen. Then if that's happening, then what he's about to say here would fit. It would be true.
Frolic around with other animals and have a life expectancy longer than it would have in the wild. You know how most animals die in the wild?
Yes.
Either from an untreated disease early in life, or from being skinned alive and eaten by a predator early in life.
Skinned alive?
An organically farmed, naturally fed animal will have their diseases treated and their predators kept at bay. They will suffer.
Yeah, I just caught that one. I've heard this part, but now that I'm thinking about the skinning alive, that's not true. Apparently, he's the one who doesn't know what happens in the wild. On the occasion that it catches an animal, it doesn't want to fight with it and skin it alive and hold it down at the same time. It doesn't escape. That would be kind of impossible. No, what the carnivore does first is kill the animal so it doesn't have to fight it. Most carnivores do this instinctively. Think about a lion. It goes right for the throat, the neck, and punches the neck, causing severe bleeding, which the animal passes out within a few seconds. And that is not nearly as bad as living an abusive life.
Will have their diseases treated and their predators kept at bay. They will suffer less and live longer than the average animal in the wild, especially when you factor in the infant mortalities. So how can you say I'm causing it suffering and death by eating?
Well, I don't know about the statistics, but I'd say by far the most infant mortalities is human beings, the only species with doctors and hospitals and medications. Think about that for a while. Do a response video on that.
Eating it after it's dead.
I'm against unnecessary killing.
And how can you say its killing is unnecessary?
Now, see, I haven't heard his response, but I'm going to go ahead and agree with him. I've been saying this for over a year now, that a lot of vegans focus on the killing This is a horrible argument because everything dies eventually. Unnecessary killing, vegan gains, either step it up or get the fuck out and let us long-term vegans take over.
To what extent is death necessary? That's not a rhetorical question. Death is necessary so that life grows necessary for these animals to die. Then it is necessary to kill them for the sake of the ecosystem.
Poor argument by vegan gains, see? There you go, people.
We can't just...
Watch my video about why that's such a horrible argument. I made that a year ago. This is another example why.
Undo the...
Okay, as I'm watching more of this, trying to find something to argue with, I can't find anything. Look at this guy. I just realized that this guy just beat vegan gains in a vegan debate. He won this because of vegan gains' poor argument, which most vegans make. Bearing, if you really like making these kind of videos about veganism, how about addressing me? If you want a challenge, take me on. I've been a vegan for 23 years now. I've been on YouTube for 9 years. This is how easy it is to be vegan gains. If you want a challenge, I'm right here.
There is no safe seat at the feast. Take your best stab at the beast.